Welcome back to the Mostly All Figured Out podcast. I'm your host, Emily Rose, and it's late. I mean, it's not that late. It's 9:35 p.m. to be exact on Friday. If you're watching this on YouTube, I don't need to explain myself, but if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts, the setup today is my bedroom. I am currently getting some hydration and depuffing going with this little eye mask that I've got on right now. Face is fresh, no makeup, so nobody judge me. And this is just what we needed right now. This is what we needed. This is my second attempt at a podcast for today. I recorded one earlier today, and it was so bad. I don't even want to listen to it again. Like, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just edit this quick and put it up. It was so bad. So, in the spirit of authenticity and trying to be relatable and honest with everyone here, this week has been difficult for me, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. There's nothing in particular that made this week super hard. In fact, there are some things that made this week really great, and I should have been really happy about it. And I was, don't get me wrong. But the anxiety got me this week, and it just it swooped in maybe on Tuesday, a little bit on Monday, then definitely on Tuesday, and it's just lingered. It's just lingered right here, right on my chest, and it's just like, we're going to live here. This is where we live now. And I'm like, no. And so my sister, Elizabeth, who you may recall from previous episodes or just from my life, she was like, well, what can we do? What do we need to do to get you out of this? And it was such a great question to ask. I was grateful for her to ask that. And I gave a stupid answer, but I did think about it after that. What do I need? And this is usually the first question that I ask myself whenever I'm feeling like garbage. I'm like, what do I need? What is it that I need? Am I dehydrated? Do I need people? Do I need to be around people? Do I need to just sit my ass down and do the work that I'm anxious about? Do I need to clean my house? Do I need to go for a run? What do I need? And I think I was lying to myself this week that I had been asking that question to myself and I had been trying different things, but really I wasn't trying anything. I wasn't doing anything to help myself. I just was wallowing. I don't know why. And I know we need that sometimes. We have to allow ourselves to feel our feelings. But it was just so out of nowhere. And I didn't even know what feelings I was supposed to be feeling besides anxious. And why? Why? So, yeah, I just wanted to share this because, number one of the things causing me anxiety is I've recorded an amazing, this is not the cause of my anxiety, but it's something that, because of my anxiety, so when I am in this state of being, the way anxiety manifests with me is a real tightness in my chest, a real heaviness in my chest, but also like an inability to move, just like literal, not literal, but like physical and definitely emotional paralysis. Like I can't make a decision. I can't pick which one of the 17,000 items on my to-do list to do. And so I just sit thinking like, which one is the most important? And then I just kind of wait and fingers crossed that like someone else will tell me what is the most important through like an inbox, an urgent email or something like that. And while I'm waiting, then I'll scroll Instagram. Stupid, right? So stupid. Like, oh, you're stressing out about the fact that you have a to-do list that is greater than Santa Claus's naughty and nice list. Well, let's not start ticking away at that. Instead, let's watch some funny memes. Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah. Again, in the spirit of transparency, I just wanted to be honest because it seemed like from some people that I've been talking with. Oh, that's what I was saying. She's coming back around. Recorded a really great episode, and you're gonna listen to it eventually. I'm not gonna tell you when. I really hope it's next week though. Recorded a great episode, but had issues with my mic. Once again, thank you, Free Street Tavern, for this mic. We love you. We love you. Free Street Tavern. Check it out. Niagara Street. Actually, while we're here, I've got my computer. Let's look it up. What's the address? What is the address of Free Street Tavern? Here it is. 1469 Niagara Street. 1469 Niagara Street. Free Street Tavern. Let's see. Let's see what's in there about on the Google. Service options, outdoor seating. Not right now. Dine in. Can't do that. No delivery though. Highlights, fast service. True. Great cocktails. Also true. Great beer selection. Probably true, but I don't drink beer, but I'm sure it's true. Sports. Yep. Got that. Offerings, alcohol, cocktail, food at bar, happy hour food, wine, beer, food, happy hour drinks, hard liquor. All of it is true. Dining options, seating. They have so many seats. Restroom. Free Wi-Fi, apparently. I need to take advantage of that. Atmosphere, casual, trendy, cozy. Crowd, groups. I don't know what that means. Accepts reservations. Do they? Do you accept? Okay. Well, maybe they do. Maybe for like game days. And they will take any payment, credit card, debit card, credit cards twice. They'll definitely take your credit cards. So anyway, Free Street Tavern, we love you. It's not Free Street Tavern's fault, but for some reason this mic, I should check now too to make sure. Yeah, we're still recording. This mic is like, don't you dare use a cord to connect me to the computer unless it is the cord that was in my box. You give me another fucking cord, you can go fuck yourself. And so what happens is I keep using the other mic's cord on accident because of course they're the same thing because they're the same mic. This one just has a Free Street sticker on it. Keep using it, and when I use it, it will just go out. It'll just like be like, nope, I'm out. Peace. And so that happened when I was doing this virtual episode. And it was a really good episode. And so I have to figure out how I'm going to like edit it. It's going to take time. It's going to take hours for me to fix it, but it's worth it because number one, I love this podcast. Number two, the content is so good. Dr. Samatard is amazing, and she talked about some really incredible stuff that I really want to make sure that everyone gets to listen to. And so I will do it, but this week I was paralyzed, so I couldn't. And normally when I am a little bit paralyzed, I'm like, well, I can do podcast stuff though, because it's almost like Instagram. Like when I do podcast stuff, I just get in flow and I just like hours go by and I'm like, oh my God, where am I? How did this happen? And I just spent like 8 hours editing a podcast or something. So I couldn't even bring myself to do that this week. I did things, like, don't get me wrong. I still have children and I do have a job. I don't think I did it well this week, but I did it. So Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I wanted to show up for myself and for those of you who listen to this. Thank you. Bless you. I'm sorry for this episode. But I still wanted to show up today because I did make this promise to keep doing this and stay consistent. And I'm hoping like this feels like an experiment, not just for me, but for all of us, right? I want to see if it's true what they say about consistency. Is that really all we need? Is consistency all we need? Is it? Because I would really like to succeed. I sure would. I would like to succeed. I probably need to take these eye things off. I think I'm only supposed to keep them on for, yeah, I definitely. All right, we're taking these off. Look at that. Look at that. You can't unless you're watching this on YouTube. Which, honestly, I don't care if you watch it on YouTube or listen to it on, where am I going to put this? The floor. I don't care if you watch this on YouTube or listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you do it. And actually, for this one, maybe don't watch because, again, I'm not wearing any makeup right now. Thank God for the ring light, I guess. But really, just stay back, Emily. Okay. What am I saying? I'm just trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be honest. I don't know. I'm just doing my best right now. I even the imposter syndrome has been so bad. The people pleaser in me has been so bad. I'm really lucky because I've gotten a number of new clients in the last few months, and it's amazing and it's wonderful and it's validating, but it's also really stressful because I have some clients who I've been working with for over 5 years. And so I know them, they know me, they know my work style, I know their work style, I know what their expectations are, I know what certain things, if I fall short on, will be a problem. I know what certain things, if I fall short on, will not be a problem. I know what things that if I do extra, that will be really received wonderfully. If I do the extra to these other things though, no one gives a shit. Like, I know those clients really well. I just know. I know their tone. I know what they mean. I know what they don't mean. I don't with new clients. And so I get in my head and I get in this paralysis mode of like, oh, well, they said this like this. So they probably think that I suck. They probably think that I suck, and I do. Look at me. I suck. Here I am. I suck. I'm sucking at everything. I am so bad at this. Like, why does anyone ever pay me? Why does everyone ever hire me? Why does people do, like, why? I just go down this thing. And, even today, like, just before I started recording this episode, a friend of mine who brought me in to talk with, a newer client that we're both working with. This was the first time I met this client, and they said to my friend some really nice things about me. And my friend said, yeah, just like texted me some really nice things that this person said and like really validating things, and that they were just kind of impressed with what I brought to the table in this meeting today. And I read it and I was like, I should feel validated and I should feel happy and I should feel like, yeah, see, Emily, stop being a fool. Like, you know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. But even after like receiving that direct validation, I was like, well, this person probably just like, they just don't really know. They just don't have other people around them that have any idea. And like, what I said wasn't like that. The advice, the direction, like anyone really could have said that. Like, even as I received this text message, I was talking myself out of like, oh, well, it's not really And how stupid is, why do we do that? Why do I do that? But I know I'm not alone. Why do we do that? Why do we convince ourselves that, well, they just like don't, if something that comes natural to you, or a skill that you've developed over the years, very slowly, obviously, with your experience, to you, it's going to seem like everybody would know that. Everybody would have that. It's like common sense, right? No, it's common sense to you. It's common sense to you. Your perspective and your skills and your experience are different than the other people, than everyone's. So what you bring to the table is special and unique and needed and valuable. So I'm talking to myself and you at the same time. So when people tell you you're doing a good job, believe them. Just believe them. When people tell you that, like, wow, yeah, you do, you know what you're talking about, you're an asset, believe them. Damn it. Stop the little people pleaser in you. Stop that little person that's like, well, I haven't done enough to prove that I'm worthy of praise. No, stop it. Stop. It's okay. Yes, you were a B student and not really an A student, but you were an A student personality. And so that's good enough. That's a true thing. That's something I was talking about with my sister, I think, earlier today as well. I was not, like, people definitely think, even my sister thought that I was an A student. I was not an A student. I was never an A student. I think some of my clients would believe that. Now, see, look, I'm doing it again. But really, I have a procrastination problem. I need deadlines. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I remember senior year of college, my roommate, love you, Court, would spend days. And granted, she was studying something. She was a psychology major, right? Psychology. Yes, psychology, I think. Or sociology? No, psychology. Sorry, Court. I don't know. And I was a communication major, obviously. So I wasn't, I took biology freshman year, skated through that, like, barely, and never took another science class again. At least I don't think we had to take any more science classes. Hopefully, I don't know. But I would see her senior year on the couch. Like, I can still picture it. Her on the couch with all of her notebooks. She would, like, write things 1,000 million times and then read through it, and, like, just all of it for days. She would not move, and she would just keep doing it. And that, I remember being like, that is my nightmare. That's my nightmare. Nothing. I just couldn't. My study sesh is not even the night before for a lot of them. It's like literally 30 minutes before. Oh shit. There is no longer any more time for me to have anxiety. I have to at least know some of this. And I would look at it 30 minutes before, and I would do my best to memorize. And I'd go in there and I'd get a solid B or B minus. And that is my entire educational career. But I would do it with a big old fucking smile on my face. And I'd probably, I don't know, help the teacher, like, clean up after or something. Like, personality. She's got an A+ personality. You must agree with that. Oh, God. This episode, I promise you, is still better than what I recorded this afternoon. It was pathetic. So, what got me here? What improved the podcast for you, for your listening? Well, couple of things. One, I was very lucky that tonight I got to have special time with Eli, just my 3-year-old, just he and I. And so we went mini golfing, and at the paddock dome, the golf dome. And then we went to the restaurant after there, and he was like, I was like, do you want mac and cheese, chicken fingers, or hot dog? And he was like, yes. And I was like, no, brother, you got to pick one. You only get one. And he was like, you're joking. You're joking. I want all of them. I want 1, 2, 3. And I said, no, sir. And I saw the fury and the buildup happening. I saw it behind his eyes. It was rising. And so I thought, okay. He can have mac and cheese. It's like $5.9. The prices here are very reasonable. So I'll let him have a mac and cheese, and he can pick a hot dog or a chicken finger. Thank God that bargain worked. So he got himself some mac and cheese, chicken fingers and French fries. I got a burger. It was massive. It was actually, I really was quite impressed. Shout out to the grill at the dome, at the golf dome. So we did that, and then we went round 2 for golf because he wanted to go again. And the guys were super nice, and we're like, go in there, just go in there. Super nice. So we had a great time. He did get his ball in the koi pond and then wanted me to get him another one. My ball, which was the same exact color, wasn't good enough, but we were midway through the course, so I couldn't I would have had to jump over rivers and cross bridges and set the drawbridge down to get to another orange ball. And so that almost caused another explosion, but we made it through. And then we got ice cream at Anderson. It was all really nice. He's so pleasant when he has one-on-one time, which of course he is. So he was great. And his dad came and picked him up after soccer practice with Jax. And I was like, okay, still feeling anxious, but I'm feeling a little bit better. What else can I do for myself now? I need to get a podcast done. But before I do that, let's sage. Let's do some cleansing. And so I started a bath for myself. I love a bath. Put some Epsom salts in there, put some bubble bath, did a sage of all of the upstairs, got in the bath, and just relaxed a little with some nice music. Did a little Palo Santo. When I came back in here, which if you're not familiar, if you do a little sage, you cleanse out the negative energy. Then after you do that, get your Palo Santo stick. Where's mine? It's over here. Hang on. Oh, I don't want to I'm in a robe. I'm not trying to expose myself here to anyone. Okay. It is not that kind of a video, YouTube. But yeah, so this is your little Palo Santo stick. It smells so good. I freaking love the way that Palo Santo smells. I love it. It smells kind of like church, to be honest. Which gives me a lot of different feelings, but it's comforting. I don't know, it's comforting. So we did a little bit of that. We put those little eye things on, so hopefully that gave me some life. And yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes even just the showing up, just the fact that I'm here, even though I could have just sat and scrolled on Instagram some more, or just taken a quarter of an edible and tried to go to sleep, but I didn't do that. Instead, here I am. Here I am showing up because consistency. And the more I look at myself in this video, the more I'm like, oh no. It's a little bit better if I keep my face aside like this. I don't know. Oh, God. Thank you for listening to this episode. We are mostly all figured out. We are not. I am mostly is generous. That is very generous of me to say. I'm really trying to figure it out. And every time I figure anything out, you can guarantee I'm going to tell you about it as soon as I do. So we're going to find out. This is our experiment. This is our ongoing experiment. Does consistency really work? I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep showing up for you all. And I think after this episode, after I post this, I'm going to try and figure out what I need to do for myself to try to avoid weeks like these. Like, what proactive things can I do? And maybe it's sleep. Maybe I need to have better sleep. I don't know. Everybody says that that's the thing. You have to be better about sleep. I'm not terrible with it, but I don't have a consistent schedule and I do hit snooze a lot. So maybe I need to start with sleep. Or maybe I need to get back to having like a really regular, like minimally 4 days a week workout schedule, because I feel really good about that. I feel like a bad bitch when I'm working out a lot, I don't know. I'm going to figure that out. But if you had a weird week, whenever you're listening to this, you're not alone. You're not alone. We all have weird weeks. Everybody has weird weeks. Everybody. Even the people that you're worried you're not. The people you're worried you're failing, which for me is everyone. Even those people have bad weeks where they feel that too. They do. I don't know. Maybe not all men. No, everyone feels that, Emily. Everyone feels it. Some people are just better about ignoring it, I think. So good luck to you. Good luck to you. I hope it changes for you. I hope you listen to yourself and you give yourself the self-care you need, but you also show up where you need to. Because that's a pretty beautiful form of self-care too. Okay, that's it for me. I hope you're following at Mostly All Figured Out on Instagram. You should, because I'm finally posting on it now, and it's really beautiful. Thanks to my wonderful friend Sierra Rachel, who created the most beautiful branding and designs ever. And we love Free Street, and we love Accosted Pizza. We love Accosted Pizza. Accosted Pizza is going to be our second sponsor. They are giving us the audio mixer. They're going to give us an audio mixer so that we can have 2 mics going at one time. So we love that. So yeah, follow at Mostly All Figured Out. Go ahead and follow Casa de Pizza. Follow Free Street Tavern. Go visit those fabulous establishments. And it's that time of year again. Buffalo Spree, Best of Buffalo 2024. So you know what to do. Or maybe you don't. Best podcast is on there. Could you think of a better podcast to vote for? Probably, but don't. This is the one. Okay. Have a wonderful whatever. I sure will. I'm sure gonna try anyway. Stay hydrated. Get some water. Drink some more water. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.